The Sunoco Busch GN Series comes back to the little egg-shaped oval. Too tough to tame. That is Darlington, and it'll be the Gatorade. 215 laps around the 1 1/3 mile egg-shaped oval. And on the pole will be Hayden Klein. He'll net up his first pole for the season. And on the outside, Christina Cowan, who's right now second in points. She's looking to try to turn it around after a bunch of forgettable races of recent times. In row number 2 will be Nick Knotts in the number 29 and Grace Friedman in the 77. Ironically, your top 3 of the 4 are Pontiacs, and Grace is the first Chevrolet of the bunch. And then it'll be Charles Jackson and Courtney Winterbauer in row number 3. Mike Doobie and Diana Panic in row number 4. Row 5 will be Jeremy Doobie, the winner at Hickory, and Matthew Rodriguez, the winner at Pikes Peak, as they'll round out the first 5 rows. And then it'll be Emily Johnson, the winner at South Boston, and Tim Freilich, the winner at Richmond. In row number 7 will be Juliet Leonard, the winner at Nazareth, and Grace Gunnan. Row 8 will be Adam Chambers, the winner at IRP, and Lena Savage, the winner at Milwaukee. Row number 9 will be Faith Johnson, the winner at the Daytona Subway 250, and Jill Dickman, our Talladega winner. Row number 10 will have our winner here at the spring race, Jordan Hetzer, and Darnell Jones, the winner at Kentucky, will be on the outside. Let's see if Jordan can repeat and win his second here at Darlington. In row number 11 will be Jacob Rodriguez and Ed Gardner. And row number 12 will be Kelsey McEwen and Celia Brewer. Celia was our pole sitter at the spring race, and then afterwards won at Martinsville. And row number 13 will be Andre Castro and Tim Gardner, the 3-time winner.
Drivers, stop your engines!
Row 14 will be Gabriella Bryan, our Daytona Goodies 300 pole sitter, and the guy who is on a mean streak right now, Keith Batson, our points leader, who comes off of a hot shot of 2 wins in a row at Michigan in our last event at Bristol, and he's now going to start in the 28th spot. Row number 15 will be Alexander Wilson Leach and Adam Fiegel. Row number 16 will be Ken Johnson, Jason Wong. Ralph Green and Matt Richards will make row number 17. Row 18 will be Trey Roberts and Dunlap Rat, our Las Vegas winner. Row 19 will be Casey Hutchinson and Christian Brannon. In row 20 will be Jack Richards and Ann Batson, our winner at Daytona's Goodies 300 and at Dover. And Zed Weinstein and Dougie Shears will round out the field. Dougie has already got himself a win at Chicagoland. So it'll be 15 laps around the little egg-shaped oval. Too tough to tame. If you're not careful, you may find yourself a casualty of this track. You may find yourself at the mercy of everything that goes down. And I know right now for a fact, Christina Cowan wants to turn it around after having a horrible last few races, losing the points lead to Keith Batson. Hayden Klein started on the pole at 172.047 miles an hour, and they will lead the field to the green flag here at Darlington. Here they come, pair of Pontiacs. Hayden Klein's got the good start on things. Got a half a car length jump on Christina Cowan. Here comes Nick Knotts going into second. They head into the tricky spot where there could be a lot of wall slapping and could be a lot of disasters if you are not careful. Nick Knotts got the number 2 spot. The last time we were here at Darlington, we had a relatively clean race, which was uncharacteristic at such track, where both the Cup and the Busch Series had no yellows. I don't think that's going to be likely here, though. As Hayden Klein leads, then it's Nick Knotts, Charles Jackson, Mike Doobie, and Jeremy Doobie. So you got the Doobie brothers rounding out the top 5. So you've got 2 Pontiacs and then 3 Fords following suit. And then you have Emily Johnson rounding in 6th spot. Here comes Nick Knotts. He's going to take the number 1 spot away from Hayden Klein as he goes up to the high side. And it will be Charles Jackson getting second. And now Mike Doobie, who's trying to join brother Jeremy as a winner, is now in third. Jeremy, who won at Hickory, is in fourth. And Nick Knotts currently leads. But here comes Emily Johnson, our winner at South Boston. She's trying to get her second win. Ironically, there's Juliet Leonard, another previous winner who won at Nazareth. And the front rowers are battling it out now for the number 7 spot as Christina Cowan passes. Hayden Klein, then Adam Chambers, who has been living up to his comeback kid nickname, and Grace Gunnan, who DNQ'd at the race at Bristol. So she's trying to turn it around. We got a battle going on for the 3rd spot. Here comes Jeremy Doobie. So right now it's Nick Knotts and then the Doobie brothers, Mike and Jeremy. Then it's Emily Johnson. Battle for 5th is now Charles Jackson drops back. Juliet Leonard is going to try to get the 5th spot. Christina Cowan now going into 6th. And here comes Adam Chambers trying to go for 7th. Who is trying to mount a charge in the points. And then 9th now is Grace Gunnan. Here comes Faith Johnson, the other sister of the Johnsons. There's Jordan Hetzer, the winner at the spring race. There's some bang in the wall. I do believe that was the number 59 of Charles Jackson tagging the wall a little bit. You saw some sparks fly in there for a second. As he slapped the wall good on that one. And Jordan Hetzer's going to make a move into the top 10. Leader right now still is Nick Knotts, setting the tone. Then it's Jeremy Doobie and Emily Johnson, a couple previous winners. Jeremy won at Hickory, Emily won at South Boston. And then it's Hayden Klein and then Mike Doobie. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if Nick Knotts can hold his own in the Hardee's number 29 Pontiac X-Dale Jarrett 1989 Cale Yarborough owned machine. And here comes Emily Johnson now going for the 2nd spot in the Lifebuoy Soap 71 Lumina that was driven by Dave Marcus. Oh, I almost thought that Jeremy tagged the wall there for a second, but not to be. Here comes now Hayden Klein again, and following suit is Adam Chambers, who's the winner at IRP. As now he's in the 4th spot, and now Grace Gunnan, who DNQ'd at Bristol, is going to try to get into the top 5. But it's still Nick Knotts setting the tone. Right now in your top 4, all of which, 2 of them have won, 2 of them have not. Knotts is not, Klein is not. Johnson has, Chambers has. And now here comes Emily Johnson going to the inside. I do believe it'll be 5 laps to go for the field. Emily Johnson's going to take the number 1 spot. They go down and she's going to get it. Here it comes again. Hayden Klein, our pole sitter. He's trying to pull a wire-to-wire job. Adam Chambers starts to drop back, but here comes Hayden Klein. He's going to try to make a little bit of a peek down to the inside. A battle going on in the 4th spot is now Faith, Emily's sister's, making a move, as well as Jordan Hetzer, who won the spring race, trying to continue his momentum. And now here comes Grace Gunnan going into the 2nd spot, and the jump on Emily Johnson. 4 laps to go. Now here comes Faith, who won the race, the Daytona Subway 250, the summer Daytona race. She's looking to get her 2nd win. Right now, Grace Gunnan holds the 2nd spot, but here comes the other Johnson sister, Faith. So it's Emily and Faith, 1-2 punch. And there's Jordan Hetzer, the spring winner. He's now in the mix. 3 laps to go. Jordan Hetzer looking to sweep the table here at the track Too Tough to Tame. And there's Kelsey McEwen getting in the top 5. And still there all the while is Hayden Klein. He's still stuck right there in the top 5 of the field. And it'll be 2 laps to go this time by the Johnson sisters, 1-2 punch. And then Jordan Hetzer, the winner here in the spring. And then you have the 38 of Kelsey McEwen with 88 of Hayden Klein and Juliet Leonard. And now the sisters are going to battle it out. Faith and Emily, drag race down here. This time by it'll be the white flag. Here comes Kelsey McEwen to make a move on the inside of Jordan Hetzer. And Faith Johnson's got enough. Faith Johnson's going to lead the field. White flag, one more lap to go. Faith Johnson has got the lead to the white flag, but let's see what the rest of the field could do. Here comes Kelsey McEwen. He's going to make a move to the inside. He has fallen off since he was leading the field, leading the points earlier on in the season, then has kind of tapered off. And now he's going to try to get his first win of the season. Let's see what happens here. Checkered flag getting set to fly. The winner of the Gatorade 200 is going to be Faith Johnson, getting her second win for the season. And it will go to second will be Kelsey McEwen. Hayden Klein, our pole sitter, stays right there in the top 5. He'll finish in 3rd. Emily Johnson, a good day for her as well. She'll finish 4th. Gabriella Bryan will round up the top 5. Then Alexander Wilson-Leach. Jordan Hetzer, a solid showing. He'll finish 7th. Tim Freilich, Juliet Leonard, Grace Friedman, top 10. Then Nick Knotts, Charles Jackson, Trey Roberts, Casey Hutchinson, Grace Gunnan, Jack Richards, Jason Wong, Adam Chambers, Dougie Shears, and Gerald Ickmat. Then it'll be Matthew Rodriguez, Adam Fiegel, Celia Brewer, Jeremy Doobie, Mike Doobie. So the Doobie brothers, who were looking good early on, fall back to 24th and 25th. Dunlap Brad, Andre Castro, and Christina Cowan finishing in 28th. Matt Richards and Ken Johnson running at the top 30. Then Keith Batson, Christian Brandon, Tim Gardner, Ed Gardner. So you got the Gardners there. And then Ann Batson, Darnell Jones, Ed Weinstein, Lena Savage, Courtney Winterbauer, Jacob Rodriguez, Ralph Green, and Diana Panic. But our winner here at the little egg-shaped oval, second for the year, going to Faith Johnson. And actually will help her in the case of the points. Now she's going to get thrusted into this points battle with that great victory. And the point standings switches again. Christina Cowan with the better finish at Darlington puts her back in the lead by only 4 points. 22 points behind Christina is Faith Johnson with that win. She's now thrown her hat into the ring. Nick Knotts is now in 4th, and that's going to make the points chase a lot more interesting, especially when we're almost at the 3-quarter mark of the season. Kelsey McEwen rounding at the top 5 with a very solid showing as well, but still yet to get that win. Then it's Hayden Klein, who also had a solid showing, moving up to 6th. Ralph Green, Tim Gardner, Gerald Ickmat, and Dougie Shears will round at the top 10. Then Andre Castro, Tim Freilich, Jordan Hetzer, Mike Doobie, Juliet Leonard, Adam Fiegel, Emily Johnson, Alexander Wilson-Leach, Adam Chambers finally gets in the top 20 with consistency. Runs out the top 20. Then it's Darnell Jones and Jacob Rodriguez. Trey Roberts, Ed Gardner, Grace Friedman, Ken Johnson, Charles Jackson, Casey Hutchinson, Dunn Laprad, Matt Richards, Jason Wong, Jeremy Doobie, Jack Richards, Zed Weinstein, Courtney Winterbauer, Celia Brewer, Matthew Rodriguez, Diana Panic, Lena Savage, Christian Brandon, Grace Gunnan, and Ann Batson rounds out the field. Ironically, Ann Batson right now last in the points, despite winning twice and polling once. But she's 871 points behind the leader, so she's got a little bit of work cut out for her if she wants to stay in the HUD. But nonetheless, next up, we'll go back to Richmond for some Under the Lights racing. It'll be the Sunoco Busch GN Series Autolite 250. We'll see who's going to be running there, and that should be a fun race. But we got the Cup cars at the egg-shaped oval, the Mountain Dew Southern 500. That's next.